There is a generation of men, of weak men, who chooses offense over respect. That for this man to be peaceful in his home, is his own home, this man must live a life of offense. Because once he talks, once he try to make the correction, a woman will mistreat, a woman will maltreat, and a woman will go on a go slow from the sexual intercourse to the household chores and even to the communication arena. And this man chooses to be rather live in his home offended rather than chasing that kind of a wife. That is generation of men that is rising today, and they are majority because they fear the castigation that will come from the society, the societal pressure, and the insult that will be attached with them making the hardest decision, a hard decision that will secure and guarantee their life. They are afraid of this thing. This is a generation of really weak men, and these weak men, there are men who come outside here, they start sharing their stories with fellow friends, and by the end of the day, these weak men, they will only end up by discussion, and they are not solving the situation. Let me tell you, brother, if you have reached a point where you have to be offended to have a marriage, I advise you rather die than have such a kind of a combination. These men, they are majority, and there are many in marriages. They are unable to chase a disrespectful wife, so they choose offend. They are offended when their wife is cooking. They are offended when their wife is snoozing, sleeping like a dead person. When the wife is busy cutting ugali, when the wife is busy ordering what is not in the home, the food stuff, all this, when the wife is busy demanding their support at the point of problem, but this man, they are lending and helping, but in offense. And I tell you as a man, offense will kill you. I'll repeat it again. You will never get something good from a disrespectful wife. The only thing good that you will get there is death, offense, and insult. These weak men are not men who can secure a future for themselves, for their children, and even for the society. The society is at risk if these are the kind of men we are expecting them to make impact, because their mind will be terrorized because of trauma and depression, and they will die before fulfilling their goals, and therefore the whole society will go in shambles, because these men cannot make up a hard decision, a decision that will secure a future, a decision that will save the society, a decision that will save nation, because one woman, one girl, one woman who is not their blood, who is not their sister, is another woman's daughter, another woman's daughter. This man has accepted that one person to terrorize him in his home. That man is a foolish man, and that man is a weak man. Weak men are not men that cannot plow the land. Weak men are not men who cannot lift the gym. Weak men are not those men who cannot work. But weak men are men that can be defeated in their own house. That is the weakest man on the earth. Hard decision is a daily requirement for any man. Any man you see making impact under this sun is predicated on how hard the decision he has taken. Any man finding himself in a dilemma is not a leader. Is not a leader. A leader should not be stuck on a dilemma. A leader is when he reach a dilemma, he chooses the hardest decision, but the beneficial one. As a man, that generation must end when I'm alive. But when I'm still alive, that generation will not exist. Follow Michael Sudi, comment, like, and share.